Mysterious pneumonia outbreak in Wuhan, China.
A new type of coronavirus.
The number of affected countries has tripled.
The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
We begin with breaking news about the coronavirus.
The coronavirus crisis.
1,300 people now infected with the coronavirus.
4 countries in Europe have confirmed cases.
The coronavirus is spreading so quickly around the globe.
We have the 5 individuals in the United States who are travel-related.
Cases are spiking in at least 41 states. More than 83,000 new cases were confirmed Friday.
All the patients in this room, all the feet that you see, they all have COVID.
The pharmaceutical manufacturer Pfizer has submitted its vaccine to the FDA for emergency use authorization for the COVID-19 vaccine. And we are hearing other vaccines aren't far behind.
We know we're going to be able to put this behind us, but in the meantime, we still have a struggle ahead of us. So we've got to get people vaccinated as quickly and as expeditiously as we possibly can. We're really now starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel that is going to ultimately get us through this.
Be able to see this vaccine go into arms that we've developed with the team at NIH, it is just, I'm proud of this moment and hopeful for the outcome. And you're right, the light at the end of the tunnel is shining ever so bright right now.
Is the vaccine safe?
What if you have allergies?
Does it affect those
with underlying allergies?
Is the vaccine safe?
What if you had a kidney?
Is the vaccine safe?
With underlying
Is the vaccine safe? Is the vaccine does it affect those with underlying allergies?
What if you have allergies?
Does it affect those with underlying allergies? Is the vaccine Is the vaccine safe?
Hello, my name is Francine Maxwell. I'm the NAACP San Diego branch president. I know so many things have happened in our community over the past year. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the lives of many of our communities of color. We now have a vaccine. However, we know that there is significant resistance and hesitancy. Today, we have assembled a group of well-respected medical doctors who will address issues and questions that many of you have regarding the COVID-19 virus, vaccine, and their development.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jerome Robinson, chair of the San Diego branch of the NAACP Health Committee. After many years of servicing the community, I've found that an informed community is empowered to make the best decisions in regard to their health. We have gathered today a group of outstanding medical professionals to address the questions that you have that have caused hesitancy to receive a COVID-19 vaccine. The physicians here are the best of the best frontline experts who will address your questions.
I'm hesitant to take the COVID vaccine, but I'll hear what these doctors have to say.
Is the vaccine safe?
Yes, the vaccines, the 3 that we have, are very, very safe. We've had at least 100 and almost 80 million shots given in this country, and it's proven to be very safe and just as safe as it was in the trials.
I can tell you that getting the vaccine is very, very safe. In my community, I was one of the first members to get my vaccine several months ago. And I don't have any transformation of my body. I do not have a chip where people are following me. That is not true. It's a myth. Definitely the vaccine is very safe and it works.
Is it safe to have the vaccine while we're pregnant?
Yes, it is safe to have the vaccine while you're pregnant. According to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, it is safe for pregnant women, women who've delivered babies, and women who are breastfeeding to receive the vaccination.
What if you have allergies?
So far, the allergies that people can get are very minor. Therefore, it's very important that you talk to your physician whether you are a candidate depending on the allergy you have.
I think that you have to consult with your doctor. Remember, getting a vaccination, there's a risk-benefit ratio when you've had an anaphylactoid reaction or a severe reaction to getting a vaccine. And so after you consult your doctor, you can talk about the benefits, and then there may be special precautions that may need to be taken so that you can get a vaccine safely.
Does it affect those with underlying conditions?
Those that have underlying conditions actually are those at greatest risk for complication if they were to become infected with COVID-19.
People that have underlying conditions like diabetes mellitus, lupus, for example, or hypertension, or high cholesterol, or heart disease, it's very important that these people get vaccinated because their immune system is already at risk. Therefore, putting them at a greater risk of developing actually not just minor COVID, but severe COVID. So therefore, it's very important that you get vaccinated as soon as possible.
What if you had a kidney transplant?
If you have had a kidney transplantation, it is safe to have a COVID vaccination as it is not a live virus. You would not get the COVID infection through the vaccination.
Which is the best vaccine to take?
The best vaccine is the one that you can get as soon as you can get it. All three vaccines do the things that we want to prevent. One, they prevent serious illness, they prevent hospitalizations, and most importantly, they prevent death.
If I have COVID, do I need the vaccine?
You still need to take the vaccine. The protective antibodies that may or may not have occurred after your infection are not protective for you.
If I've recently had COVID, when should I get the vaccine?
As per CDC recommendations, once you've had COVID and you have recovered, 3 months later you can receive the vaccine.
What is the COVID-19's efficacy and why does it matter?
Vaccine efficacy in a clinical trial is assessed by the number of people who are vaccinated that get the virus as opposed to those who do not. If, for say, 100 people were in the vaccine trial and 5 got the virus, that would give it an efficacy rate of 95%. Various trials were conducted differently. In the Moderna and Pfizer trial, it was based on symptoms of the COVID disease and then testing to see if those patients had the virus. In the J&J trial, it was based on a nasal pharyngeal swab to see if there was evidence of having the virus after being vaccinated. So the efficacy rates in those 3 different trials was different. One was based on symptoms and one was based on a nasal pharyngeal culture. But this should not be the final determinant of whether a vaccine is going to be effective for you. And what we want to achieve in effectiveness is to prevent serious disease, prevent hospitalizations, and prevent death. All of the vaccines we currently have do that, and they do that 100%.
Is one vaccine more effective than the other?
All the vaccines that are available right now, all of them are effective. My recommendation is take the one that is available in your community.
Will the vaccine be an annual shot like the flu?
Currently at this time, we don't know if we would need to have an annual vaccination against COVID-19. It's hoped that we may not, but the data is still pending.
Does the vaccine cause infertility?
The COVID-19 vaccines do not cause infertility. It has been proven that they do not. That is one of the myths that are in the community about COVID-19 vaccination causing infertility, and it's just not true.
Does the vaccine increase the chances of birth defects such as autism and Down syndrome amongst expecting mothers?
The COVID-19 vaccination does not cause autism or Down syndrome. The cause of autism is multifactorial, meaning there are a lot of things that could cause autism. but vaccinations are not one of them. Down syndrome is a chromosome abnormality. It has nothing to do with the vaccine at all.
I have concerns about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and the effects it has on women. What can you tell me to put me more at ease?
As of April 13th, 2021, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine has been placed on hold for distribution and administration due to a rare side effect of blood clots that have been found in 6 women between the ages of 18 and 48. This is a rare 1 in a million incident. Only 6 cases have been reported out of 6.8 million vaccine doses that have been given in the United States. If you have experienced any of the following symptoms after receiving the J&J vaccine within 2 to 13 days, please call your healthcare provider. These symptoms include any of the following: headache, shortness of breath, chest pain, abdominal pain, rash, and/or bleeding.
After I'm fully vaccinated, what measures can I still take to keep my family and others safe?
Once you're fully vaccinated, we recommend to encourage your family and friends to get vaccinated as well. In the meantime, wear your mask, continue hand hygiene, and social distancing.
Once you are vaccinated, you still need to take precautions to make sure that you don't get the virus again. Those steps are wearing a mask, washing your hands, social distancing. We need to follow all of those recommendations until such time 85% of the country has been vaccinated and that we develop what's called herd immunity. Remember, if we don't acquire the virus, then the virus can't mutate. And that's an important thing. If the virus can't replicate, it cannot mutate, and therefore we won't have variants to worry about in the future.
What are some common myths and misconceptions people spread about the vaccine?
If you look at different means of communication, whether it's the news, the internet, or different ways of hearing the news from your friends, like Facebook as well as other media of communication, you hear a lot of things. And many of them that people talk about are not true. There's always this conversation about, am I gonna get a chip inserted in my body? That is not true. And am I gonna get a deformity in my body? That is not true. Is this gonna give me cancer? No. This is a vaccine like the ones that we've had in the past, and this is a very specific vaccine for COVID only, and it works. So please, listen to your doctor, listen to all the healthcare workers, because they're going to be able to give you a direct and true answer. Vaccinate. It's very important.
If I want to know more about the vaccine, what resources are available?
If you need some resources about vaccinations against COVID, you can go to san diego county.gov or the CDC website for more information.
So it's recommended that you go to the Centers for Disease Control website. It is very interactive. They have plenty of resources, and they can answer all of your questions about the COVID-19 vaccine, and they update it frequently.
I hope today we have addressed some of your questions and concerns to put you more at ease in getting a COVID-19 vaccine. Do this for your family, your community, and for yourself, so we can again enjoy each other's company. Be safe and be careful out there.